I respect that. I think you're wrong, but I like my ice cream like this. Which,
Yeah.
you know, that's wonderful.
That's a beautiful.
I don't want to do an ice cream conversation again, Atlas. The
You know,
never
I
as
think
good.
he likes cookies and cream.
Ahmed, I've seen Grasp, I've seen Lethal Tempo, I've seen Conqueror. I don't know if I've ever seen PTA.
I haven't seen PTA, and if I have, then it was a very long time ago, and I'm sorry my memory doesn't quite get there. Hamburg! He finds the Q, there's the first blood, and he even predicted a flash that didn't come in, or an arcane shift or something, because he flashed for it,
He's not
and
done.
now Wei is dead. There is no way out. Pun not intended. Let's see how they manage to orchestrate this, as he just watches. He is going to be able to get a slam, but not onto the target that is tanking the turret, and out they go. Polu realized the error of his ways, so he will die as well. But 1 for 2, first blood going over to Bro. I guess you'd take that. Humbuck actually in tow, and let's see how Morgan is going to fare in a similar situation. Great heroic charge here from Wei to start this one up. As the knockup comes in and Docked Arm secures the kill, but he's dead! And that is actually Morgan picking up the kill. I was worried that Morgan hadn't actually tagged him. Some grubs as well, and with an Ambessa composition, this is going to feel absolutely fantastic. They can endlessly clear waves in mid lane, in theory, throughout the mid game. So it will give Morgan a lot of space to try and play for these side lane turrets. And with a few extra grubs, certainly going to feel good. So Bro, picking up the first one. We'll see whether they do manage to get the Sandals of Strength. And it should be, Humbug picking that one up without a contest. So Cuz starting off on this Cloud Dragon.
Uh-oh.
And oh dear, Morgan's found him. Polu's also made his way in. Doesn't land the anchor, but I don't think Cuz is living this one. He's a little out of flash. And so that could just be a nice leash. Humbug's moving on over as well. BDD, not a lot he can do about this situation. Wei is over there, but look at that. Just cruising in from the top of your screen. It is the Blind Monk himself, dressed as Sagat from Street Fighter. Love that skin. And he will be able to secure a second portion of their second feat of strength. For Bro fans, it is so huge that they were able to do that so early.
I can't believe that Bro have beaten both of the best teams.
Oh, Hype is dead. Caught on the flash and will be taken down. Cuz even able to get in there with some assist gold. As we were talking about it, Bros unfortunately lose their most fed member, or at least the member that does need the most money. And down comes Closer. They are not finished yet. Haven't seen much from Closer so far as he puts Perfect in a circle. And let's see whether they can complete the dive. The answer is there is no dive, unless Polu decides that this is going to happen. There's the hook, trying to hold Perfect in place as best he can, and does get the ulti for the knockup. So they commit everything. They do manage to get their prize. Let's see whether they can make it worth it.
In the picture-in-picture for first turret blood, but let's be real, it looks very good for BRION, and they will be able to get it, and that is the Sandals, Atlas.
They've put them together, and there was only a third of a sandal. Like KT are basically barefoot, and that's a Hextech Soul. Both teams starting it off with 1 dragon apiece, so 3 Hextech Soul.
That's 5 grubs. That turret
terrifying. Yeah, this turret is in trouble, as Wei is going to get rid of someone. Morgan looking to try and make an escape here, or was he trying to engage onto Cuz? There's Humbug making his way back in. Crescent Guard going to keep Cuz alive.
Like the classic, I need to make a play, and I'm new in the LCK, and I really got to step it up, and then ends up kind of backfiring immensely as Cuz going in on Polu here.
Yeah, perfect in the area. Docked Arm not going to quite find the ulti though, and now the rest of the pros turn up! They are never alone! And there is the punishment onto Cuz. Remember, he had to use that ultimate earlier, and only 7 seconds now.
They're all melee, in like right top of him.
There was a little bit of, I mean, he would have been able to knock a few away though.
Yeah, but not Humbug. I don't know. I think I was definitely had Polu tagged. So
I mean, he definitely didn't have it, so it's irrelevant either way.
I like hypotheticals.
Stay alive.
Oh, there's going to be a big fight here.
Yeah, Humbug already over the wall, starting off. Shelly here, Closer moving down, circle at the ready.
Look at Morgan, he's on his way.
See whether Morgan can find that angle. You can see Perfect does have teleport, he can make his way in. Hype tagged by the ulti there. As Keeper's Verdict doesn't find a target, but there's a public execution, and Wei goes down in front of all of his friends. Closes over the wall as well. Polu will be taken out, so it's a 1-for-1. Cuz is able to nail the smite, and Bro, unfortunately, will lose out in the team fight. And off to the side, and it wasn't quite working out, as Bro will be able to get priority on this Hextech Dragon, the first one of the game. will be getting towards their second Drake here as well. That is a lot of power as BDD is looking for Morgan. Cuz is making his way up as there's the flash traded there for Morgan's as he gets his way out. But is he actually safe? As Wei is going to move on over. Humbug also trying to find Perfect here, who does just hammer him back. Yep, that's an extraordinarily dead Ambessa, unless she has a few. No. That is just a kill going over to Cuz. Very nicely done here by KT, but Bro, trade it for the outer in the mid lane. Just need to try and make sure they don't lose too many extra structures towards the top side, because that is a pick into a turret.
Well, they have the Herald as well. It doesn't look like they're going to use it.
Morgan going to be teleporting in, but we're committing to this play. It's gone. It is just gone. Yeah, Cuz is not getting over here unless this Keeper's Verdict can get rid of Humbug. The answer is no, and he's all the way back in again, down to 2,000. Cuz might get in, but it's Humbug that takes it away and then takes a quick trip back towards his fountain. Wei also going to die, but unfortunately, that is for real. And Perfect gonna have to flash out of the way of the Bro freight train that is bearing down upon them. Hail of arrows comes through, and now Morgan trying to take matters into his own hands, but there's a wall of soldiers from BDD buying some space. He'll take the 100 gold there as well as Doctarm's not finished. The piercing arrow, he may have overstepped here as Hype is dangerous. Sundis comes up. Humbug from the side gets the kick with the knock-up through Perfect. And the rest of the Bros not quite here in time. The first Q that I think Humbug's missed so far, and Hype not going to find that one either. The Comet not enough to finish off BDD.
Possible. They have 5 grubs.
Yeah.
Oh no, Perfect.
That was not the...
He's 3 levels down!
That is absolutely absurd. As now Humbug going to get the mini stun into the wall. The public execution comes down, and Perfect kind of wishes that it wasn't so public. As Cuz
can't even
be defended there as Morgan not going to be falling down.
He's level 15.
Yeah.
Closer also sitting at level 15 here is...
sorry Morgan, I guess we cursed you, as he's just going to dash around for a bit and then die.
I know promos aren't real anymore, but I know BDD isn't his.
The feats of strength that Bro get are actually bigger than everyone else's. As now BDD looking for Polo. He does get himself his shield as the Chains of Corruption go down, but Hype gives away his position. And unfortunately, he needs Humbug to come in and save his life.
Oh, that's going to be a Dragon Denied, though.
Yeah, BDD is, like you say, he's 100% in promos. 100% in promos. That is going to be denial. There's a long way to go. Oh, yeah.
Winding up, you know, when you go up, it's like...
And the thing is, we don't know whether the roller coaster is going to be okay. As Closer gets out of the way of the Emperor's Divide this time around, doesn't quite get what BDD's looking for.
Ult for ult.
Yeah. There are flanks upon flanks.
They don't know.
Flanks.
Old Wave is crashing as well as in they go.
Yeah, Morgan's making his way around. The ulti comes down from Closer. Humbug misses the Q though as Cuz goes in. Closer is the one in trouble, but he lands the combo and it does so much damage. Cuz has to flash for it as now Doctarm dies on top of Hype. Doctarm may be the hero for KT as Morgan in the river by himself. Now Humbug and Polo picked up by BDD, who says, "Not today, my bros. Welcome back to reality."
And the roller coaster comes crashing down on the Bros.
I mean, it may not be over yet, and the Dragon is still alive. But KT, they will be able to break open the base. They destroy the mid inhibitor.
It's 17 seconds, and that's Palu.
I mean, it's Morgan.
He has to. He has to do something crazy here because this turret is going to go down so quick.
Yep, can he deal with the wave? Oh, there's one caster minion! And he's ulting in! Okay, Morgan. I wouldn't be walking around like that, but the AoE damage is disgusting! Okay. I'm never doubting you again, my lord.
He's alive. He's alive!
Yep, he's alive. So is Polo. Is this Dragon? I don't know about this one, Closer.
No!
I don't know about this one, Closer. He throws down the ulti and he explodes. So we are evening out the soul points.
Oh, we're not done. I really didn't think Lord Morgan could do it, and I apologize. Personally, I should have trusted him.
He's still got an item slot.
He is 6k gold up.
He's Flame Horizon perfect. It's yeah.
Oh, there's no TP, but there are Hex Gates. I actually think that Bro can contest this.
Humbug's certainly going to. Humbug
as well.
their way needs to be in position to block this Lee Sin from getting into the pit.
Humbug shouldn't be able to get in. Realistically, they shouldn't allow him.
Yeah, Wei just needs to press that W button, but I think they're looking for a turn. They do not want to go for it. He gets over the wall, or he tries to get over the wall, but Wei says no. Keeper's verdict does not land, though. There's now Wei holding him in position. Morgan finds the back line and may just execute everyone. Hook going to connect there as BDD is held in place for the for the public execution. Cuz, is he going to fall down? The answer is finally yes. But the rest of the pros are so incredibly low. Morgan has to do this. He has to do it basically by himself. Humbug, can you be the hero? The answer's no! As BDD's promos will not be denied today.
Not enough, but I think that we've now turned the corner. But Doctum is almost 4 items. BDD is a level 18-0. I don't think he loses these Atlas. We need a hero play from Bro if they want to get the win here.
Even Perfect has like 500 million HP now as well.
He is a beefy boy.
He really is. Doesn't quite have max level yet. Doesn't have very much farmers. Oh, Humbug looks for it, but he doesn't get the kick. And KT, they managed to weather that storm. We'll see whether Bro can hold on. Over here as Hype throws down the chains of corruption, just not quite doing enough. Closer and Morgan still up. There's still a lot of damage here with Hype as well. KT are bleeding. Can Morgan find an angle? So far, they're doing a lot, but they're still going to lose this inhibitor. As in goes BDD and collects the Varus. Now Morgan's in the back line, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. As the pros desperately try to hold on, but KT will not be stopped. Not when BDD is wielding the Emperor of Shurima on Summoner's Rift. KT will not be denied, and they will take the first Nexus of this series. It's normally the excitement on T1 when you see the Zed hovers and you're like, oh my goodness, it's him and Ryu again. But no, for me, I see the BDD ones and I'm like, I just want to see it for real. And we are ready to get into it. There's too many O's. We don't have Oscar in here in the LCK. How many O players do we have? Owner? I've got an Owner at least, as BDD's going in. Closer taking so much damage, and there it is, the snapback. Will claim first blood and will save the chat from that horrendous conversation that was lasting way too long.
Overload would have to pay pretty heavily. Those Doctom, yeah, I think Morgan just sides.
Morgan's doing the walk around it strategy. Never heard of that one. Just needs another leap strike in power, so that's going to get the flash out from Doctom. Yeah, understandable. And KT's still got to grab some grubs.
But it doesn't really matter. I would have loved for them to... I think the problem here was that even though Doctom did mess up, by the time that Morgan would have been there with, what do you call it, Turtle Port?
It was Ashfall. It wasn't technically rocks, but
it
felt like rocks.
Rollerblading, I assume?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, of course.
It was quite some time ago, and these teeth are doing great for me now. All right, KT gonna look for the first dragon. That will mean that they grab their first third of a sandal, and that's their second one. They're already walking real happy on one of their feet.
Playing against a player like Morgan, who, as far as we're aware, is just brimming with confidence at any point. This is going to be really hard to approach. The traps.
The flash cocoon, though, from Wei. Try and get rid of Closer, but it may not necessarily be enough. Humbug, though, will launch his way forward. They get rid of the Zyra before she can ult. Such a big deal. Wei going to be taken out here to try and get a little bit of something back, as now Doctom dived in on by all of the pros. And after some really weird team fights in the last game,
Leah, you could just one combo someone.
Oh god.
That was a thing. That was why also Taliyah Pantheon existed.
Yeah, Taliyah used to do a whole lot of things that were very silly. The amount of AoE on her Q as well back in the day.
Yeah. Another Bro fight, perhaps. They do have Hype set up. It's pretty safe.
And another potential Hextech Dragon as well.
Are they gonna let it go?
It's gonna be a Cloud Soul, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger there. I think that we're getting kind of in position with Closer going up to River.
Going to be clearing out that wave and then moving on over. It looks like a fight for Shelly might be coming in, as there's a beautiful stun onto Kuz. And this time he manages to press a button. I just don't know whether it's going to be enough. Great knock-up from BDD as Polu will be going down, but they're waiting for him to come back to his soul. That seismic shove, where was that going? very confusing button presses. BDD's gonna have to flash away.
There he is!
Yeah, perfect. Here's that handbag that you were requesting as he flashes on top of Closer, and Closer flashes away. Humbug now fighting against BDD, and BDD's gonna win those, and now Doctom, they're fish in a barrel. Flash! He flashes one, and the Peacemaker doesn't land. Still, KT, a much better experience outside of the lamppost that is just wrapping on this turret in the bottom lane.
I think that was favorable for Bro.
Yeah.
Because they didn't actually get that many kills, and Morgan got first turret blood this instance. I think a teleport was definitely correct, but it's just unfortunate if they get like 2 more kills on Bro there, then it's 100% worth, because like Doctom flashing, perfect flashing. Closer actually getting a crazy amount of value with the Talia E there.
I actually think Cuz should just build Rylai's full tank.
Dude, this Jhin is actually such a nuisance.
Yeah, exactly. And Perfect taking so much damage from him as well. Oh! The last bullet! And that's what happens when you just hit every bullet of the curtain call. Did enough. And not all of them. You know, it depends which species. And it depends which country you're in. Things like this. But this Crocodile was definitely not protected.
I'm so happy you're here to enlighten me on Crocodile lore. Thank you very much. All I know is they're an apex predator. I don't really...
And they're a dinosaur.
No. That's a big test for them.
Every fight that they've managed to win this time around has been kill Cuz instantly. And I think they're going to be really worried if Cuz manages to survive. He's in range, but not going to be able to lock this one down. Has to flash the Deadly Flourish, and now another curtain has been called. Perfect. Yeah, I'd be slicing out of that one. Still going to be blocking for his carries as Morgan trying to dash away.
Not going to be more than getting that dragon. We'll be giving up the mid-lane turret here.
Yeah, Arakan just spawning as well, as the real Yakety Sack's going to be occurring after that.
Bro activity, Atlas!
Oh yeah, and they can't turn this into a Baron because they're basically starting it on spawn. BDD's moving over, but he's unbound his soul, so he's just scouting. Control wards
there's no
going up, going down, as Wei is just wandering past, as there is a teleport from Perfect.
Cuz?
Oh god, okay, the flash forward, Wei is just gonna pop. And Cuz is in range of that smite. Who's going to get it? It's Cuz! As KT can now just ruthlessly walk forward, slicing, dicing, acting all cool. Perfect just shakes off that game number 1. And he is going to be able to dice his way out. He will die here, unless he flashes. He decides not to. And by die, I mean just go home for a bit before he comes back out again.
Not a bit.
Like a lot. A lot, yeah. I guess maybe it wasn't on them.
Because
well, it was on them.
No, Morgan and
Polo
had one job, which it's a slow walking. The walking animation of Zyra just
and they found her there. The Deadly Flourish not going to connect. Wei is okay. I mean,
in this game yet?
Yeah. It's been a real flat roller coaster.
KT is due for.
Do you know what?
Maybe give up a Baron. It's like I just watched him earlier today. Is talking about, what was it, another gacha game.
BDD dives into the back line. He's decided Closer is over. And he's not just yet. And Wei's actually going to have this one turned on him. Closer takes down the Spider. And BDD just couldn't get it done and killed his support.
Go down very quickly. They need to threaten. They're not. Okay, Morgan is threatening. Okay, there's the wall.
All right, they're going to try and steal this one away. It's BDD that locks down the Drake somehow, but meanwhile, they found Doctom and Perfect by themselves. Perfect trying to protect the president, but Morgan says, not on my watch, buddy. There's the flick back from Closer, and Perfect may survive, but his 80 carry will not. As Mr. Nervous T gone back on the screen yet again, and BDD is on a ward. He's been spotted. Polo has as well, though, and now BDD is going to have to try and find a way out of here. Polo, I don't think face checking that one is the way to do it, and I don't know about unbinding the soul there, BDD. As Polo just trying to bait him into having a good time, but the double knock-up going to be fantastic. BDD does so much damage. Wei comes over. He knocks him up again. Takes down Humbug. And that means no jungler. That means Doctom's going to be alive, and that means KT can walk to Baron.
Then they not Prophet.
Oh no, on the KT side. Sorry, yeah. No, like they lose Doctom, and then they invest a whole lot.
BRION, do not let them get this. I don't know. You got to go in.
Wait.
It can't end like this.
Throw the crab at it.
It can't end like this.
I mean, the Baron is going to end like that. Chronicler, I can't figure out a way to fix that. However, they will take the mid out of turret.
Is it just a clean 2-0? Nothing to see here?
Oh, the most KT.
Game of the day, and I don't know how that happened.
Oh,
no,
Humbug's gonna face check! He is gonna be able to flash away.
It's fine.
Does have the Vault Breaker.
It's okay, it's fine. He flashed out.
Well, now Doctom is going to be able to cleanse. Wei taking a lot of damage, but he's got repel, but he moved forward. I don't know about that one. He is well and truly dead. Morgan diving on top of Doctom, and the bullets are raining through. The deadly flourish from Hype is so good. And Morgan will just put a lamppost to Cuz and say, no, not today.
He's dead.
Hype is the least useless Jhin I have ever seen in my life. In that passage of play. That is going to even out the gold.
Okay, so
a reality.
Okay, KT, you can give. I want to repeat, KT, you can give up this dragon. You have 3 drakes.
But do you want to, KT?
Well, they're clearly
do you
not,
want to give up this dragon?
Not going to, Atlas.
You could also get Cloud Soul, which
traps
is very
are down.
cool. They have position as well. Cuz is in the banana brushes. Humbug is spotted on vision.
Okay, the trick
that
is
cocoon
gone.
went to Narnia. And this wall is going to split up the entirety of KT. They dive into the backline, but they get over the wall. Humbug is going to explode. Morgan, a beautiful Zhonya's keeps him alive, but Doctom's position is so good. Headshot number 1 is going to ring true onto the top laner of the Bros. And unfortunately, that was not their team fight, and KT will get the soul. Baron number 2, baby. Let's see whether KT can do better than losing 3,000 gold after picking up the Baron.
It seems like the call is just pretend it doesn't exist, and guess what? It worked.
Wow, Ace in the Hole did so much damage.
He's going back in!
He is just dead. He knew he was dead. So he had to try and do what he could, and what he could was die. Oh, Perfect is going to jump onto Hype here. Does get the cleanse out. And Morgan.
This is solo queue.
Yeah.
This is just solo queue.
Well, the turret is going to go down, and Closer is going to turn up. Wei gets in here. Seismic Shove connects as BDD ults his way out there. We're unable to block it. Could have actually held onto him there as BDD, wants to find Closer, just gets out of the way. It's Perfect. Oh, okay, let's see whether he can kill him. And the answer is absolutely yes, he can. In the meantime, they take the Baron as well. That's what Cousin Doctom were cooking up in the other room. And Polu, I don't think he's getting away from this BDD Yone on his 5th game of promos. As Morgan trying to run for the hills, the smallest leap strike, the saddest leap strike will lead him to the death chamber as he is diced into 100 pieces. And KT, they're winning again, and it looks like this time is the final time today.
Right, it's a clean 2-0, nothing to see here. Morgan, the cries, guys, I was split pushing, why did you join me? Just let me split push alone. And the jokes aside, they try to kill BDD. They kill BDD there, there's an angle, but guess what? That man only goes down when he deems it worthy. And a clean 2-0.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.